Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back to In Other Words. I'm your host, Jason Nather. Let's jump right into it. Despite scandal after scandal, Justin Trudeau got reelected, showing Joe Biden's everywhere that there's still hope. It's nice to see some POC representation in the Canadian Parliament. Yeah. His victory party better have included a face painting station for the kids, of course. Okay. Trudeau was reelected just in time for Halloween. This year's Spirit Halloween is giving a discount called the Trudeau Victory Special. At this point, I'm just hoping the celebrations aren't costume parties. I mean, can you blame Canadians? How could anyone be mad at that jawline? Like, we elected a live bag of manure covered in orange paint who we've known for decades as racist, but they re-elected what I can only imagine is the love child between Jesus and Paul Rudd after they just found out he's a racist. Also this week, Zuckerberg is back! He's back! Yeah! The drive from Area 51 must have been really long for him. Mark Zuckerberg recently found himself in hot water during his congressional hearing, revealing that Facebook allows false political advertising. I feel like every time I blink, Mark Zuckerberg is testifying before Congress for one reason or another. Zuck sees government officials more than I see my roommate. Happy birthday, Jay. Many commented on Zuck's new hairstyle, which seems to be based off of Julius Caesar's look. If Zuck is the new Caesar, then someone needs to take one for the team and become the new Brutus. Trump's god-awful rat's nest comb-over haircut walked so Zuckerberg's Jim Carrey's Dumb and Dumber look could run. This just proves Zuck is less capable of giving straight answers than his barber is of giving straight hairlines. Matt Whitaker, former acting attorney general of, and one of those thumb guys from Spy Kids, said this week that abuse of power is not a crime. We can only assume it was his audition for the next season of Dancing with the Stars. Abuse of power has become a tradition in the White House, just like the pardoning of the turkey and the lawn egg hunt. Actually, this year, instead of pardoning the turkey, we are changing it to the pardoning of the white man. I mean, I think he's right. To abuse of power definitely isn't a crime. So with that said, Quinn, you're fired. Please clean out your cubby. Quinn, what are you doing?
Carry on with your monologue, Jay. Wouldn't want to kill your flow.
Quinn, I was joking, man.
Is that what you call those? Keep going, don't mind me.
Okay. A New York Times anonymous author is supposedly planning to release a tell-all book on the Trump presidency called A Warning. That's what the book is called. For those ambitious readers who just can't wait, the New York Times is releasing a sneak peek into the chaos. You can find that at twitter.com/TheRealDonaldJTrump.
An SUV crashed and killed one person in a street race.
Oh my God. What?
This is the monologue, right?
Yeah.
We report breaking stories, and that just happened.
You know, I have it on good authority that the Warning book was actually written by Melania.
It's funny because she's unhappy in her marriage.
Why are you like this?
I, too, am unhappy in my marriage.
Are you almost done?
I'm gonna be here all day.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to In Other Words. I've been meaning to say, I don't know, it's silly, but I think I'm in love with you. Kanye West released an album last week where he raps about embracing your religion. That is, if that religion is Christianity, and instead of God you're worshiping, it's him. Now, let's bring out our Kanye-themed correspondents, the I Miss the Old Kanye, Ronan. Next, the Bad Mood Kanye, Hannah. Last but not least, the always rude Kanye, Quinn. Oh no, please. Okay. So, thoughts on Kanye, what do we think?
I give him maybe 5 minutes before he writes Jesus on the Bible and tries to trademark the book.
Kanye Kanye's new album seeks to bring faith into pop culture. Clearly, he's never heard of the VeggieTales album, A Very Veggie Easter.
Kanye claims he is going on tour for his new album, quote, The Right Way. This is Kanye's response when you ask him how he leans politically.
I want Kanye to ordain my wedding.
Kanye's new album is titled Jesus is King, but there's a track called Jesus is Lord. Well, Kanye, which is it? What is the truth?
I mean, the lines close on a Sunday. You're my Chick-fil-A. You're my #1 with a lemonade. Alone deserve a Grammy or something. I don't know how anyone in the rest of humanity will ever be able to top that.
Waiting for it to drop at midnight was like every New Year at 12:01. Disappointing. Thanks. Speaking of new gospel, Selena Gomez released a new song this week titled Lose You to Love Me, about her infamous relationship with pop star Justin Bieber.
Did you just call Selena Gomez's song a gospel?
I don't know, the writers did.
Okay.
Well, anyways, Selena bashed Bieber for replacing her with now wife Hailey Bieber, making him the second worst Canadian Justin.
I'm not over Justin either, but you don't see me crying over it or writing, I don't know, SoundCloud rap that may or may not be linked to my Instagram bio about my undying love for Justin Drew Bieber.
You know, I just don't understand the attraction with Bieber anymore. If you're into greasy-haired guys with tattoos who think they can sing, look no further. You're in Ithaca College, baby.
Selena says being over her ex is the greatest feeling because nothing says you're over someone like writing 2 songs about them.
Oh.
All this talk about Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber is taking me back to the good old days of 2013. Selena and Justin were relevant, Miley was off twerking, and Bill de Blasio was elected mayor of New York City.
If Selena isn't over Justin, I wish she would have gone down a more full-fledged celebrity public mental breakdown route for us. I mean, Britney shaved her head, Miley swung on a wrecking ball. I mean, Selena, it's time you paid your dues.
I have some sympathy for her, though. I wish there was an easier way to cheer for her, like by snapping my fingers or clapping my hands, or I don't know, waving a wand.
It's a clever one. Speaking of former Disney stars, it was also announced at D23 Expo that a Lizzie McGuire reboot is in the works for the launch of the new streaming service. Are we excited? Yeah! Whoa! Disney Plus, that's what it's coming out on.
All right, this is a message for child stars everywhere. If you ever get nervous about not making it big after your hit Disney Channel show, just remember, you can always cash in on the nostalgia of young adults who are now far too old to be watching a kid's show.
Disney Channel is also working on rebooting Cheaper by the Dozen and Night at the Museum also. Those were popular when I was a kid, but now I'm the one paying for TV so that... wait, no.
I want a Corey in the House reunion. Imagine how fun that would be with the current administration.
Or shake it up. Bella and Zendaya are still tight, right?
What about some movies? Home Alone was good. What is Macaulay Culkin still camera ready?
Speaking of streaming services, Netflix released a new series called Living With Yourself, starring America's sweetheart, Paul Rudd, and America's cutie, Paul Rudd, playing 2 versions of the same person.
Netflix finally figured out what I want in entertainment. I don't want an edgy Joker or some Marvel team-up movie. I want double the Rudd.
The premise is a man being replaced by a better version of himself. If I were replaced by a better version of myself, maybe my mom would actually return my phone calls.
Paul Rudd did a viral interview with Hot Ones to promote his Netflix show where there are 2 Paul Rudds. Hot Ones is what they could have called the new Netflix show, where there are 2 Paul Rudds.
Honestly, if I was Paul Rudd, the only person I would ever want to live with is myself. Okay, what a fine man. If only I could clone him. 1 Rudd is simply not enough. Thank you so much to our correspondents. We'll be right back. Welcome back to In Other Words. We're here with a new weekly segment we're only doing once. Joining me today are 2 of our correspondents, Liz and Emma.
Jay. Jay, can I call you Jay?
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Jay, you can obviously tell a whole lot of jokes.
Big jokes, guy.
Tons of jokes.
But we feel
You know, as women.
that there are a lot of jokes that you can't tell that we can.
I don't know if I understand where this is going. I'm sorry.
It's a new segment called Jokes Jay Can't Tell.
Didn't they do that on Late Night with Seth Meyers?
Nope, this is a completely different thing.
Totally different. Let's jump right into it.
Would you like to start?
I would love to. I never believed that when women live together, their period schedules sync up until I came to college. It's honestly kind of inspiring when you see countless tampons in the no-room trash garbage can on the 4th floor of Towers.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Trash. The other day, a boy asked me if I could cook him dinner sometime, and I didn't know whether to be insulted or see it as an opportunity for improving my culinary skills. He's the meal.
Yes, yesterday I was walking across campus and I heard footsteps behind me. And the sigh of relief when I found out that it was a small girl in a tube top was a little bit too dramatic.
I sigh with you. I live alone in an apartment on campus on the 1st floor, which, when a guy thinks about it, his mind goes to Animal House, where mine went to the beginning of the Ted Bundy documentary series.
Never a good place for your mind to go.
Never, no.
Still want to try out these jokes, Jay? Well, I'm a lesbian.
I thought you were American.
Good one.
When the Netflix show Tall Girl came out, I was confused as to why she was seeing being a tall girl as a setback. Because if you're a tall girl, you're statistically certified 10% more likely to be mistaken for a dude with a surfer haircut to murders when you walk home alone at night.
Always a good thing to be mistaken by murderers, yes. I recently found out that women in the 50s used to believe that their periods were the devil. I'm glad it's 2019 and we have finally realized that men were the devils all along.
Oh, hell, the menstrual cycle. Here's the thing with being single.
What's that, Liz?
I'm really unhappy with my current selection of men in my life. But the idea of meeting more men is even worse than being alone.
I feel that for you.
I wish I was you.
Being a lesbian, the only thing I think when I see other lesbian couples get engaged is how long have they been together? I feel like it's either 3 months or 7 years and there's absolutely no in between.
Okay, I get it. There's a lot of jokes out there that I can't tell, but in my defense, I think there are a lot of jokes that I can tell that you girls definitely can't tell. And to help me out with this segment, our producer, Shyla, everyone!
Bring that chair in, hon.
I don't have time for an intro. Our only brown writer wrote a bunch of jokes for us to tell, so let's just start.
Jump right into it. Hi guys, welcome back. It's Jay, otherwise known as the only South Asian that gets airtime that's not the spelling bee.
No, I looked up Halloween costume ideas for brown people, and the only thing that came up was Gandhi, ScarJo, and a photo of Justin Trudeau in college.
Endgame is still the highest grossing film of the year. A continuous civil war with an important bald man is basically the partition of India. No offense to Thanos or Captain America, but Pakistan, India, China did it first.
I can't wait to tell my brown parents I'm not doing a law or science degree to be a communications major producing a show that's not airing.
There's a dude on our show whose name is Quinn and a kid named Ronan, but yet white people are still confused by the name Jay spelt with an I. And no, Susan, Hindu is not a language.
Everyone keeps complaining about the fire marshal checks. A man bursting into our rooms and stealing necessities is the easiest way to explain colonization to white kids.
She looked right at me during that one.
You're being targeted. No, Karen, I actually don't look like Dave Patel and Hasi Minaj. Those are the only two brown people you know.
Baljeet from Phineas and Ferb is the closest we've come to South Asian representation in animation. Smurfs are not the most influential POC in blue overalls.
Vegans really out here pretending they invented veganism as if Indians haven't been avoiding like beef and pork for centuries. Call me when you worship a cow, dude. Aren't you gonna read another one?
Well, the rest of them are about being Indian.
Are you not Indian?
Jay, I hate to break it to you, but I'm Sri Lankan.
Oh no! The Gap is out of khakis. Sorry, I just wanted to input a joke that only I could say.
We'll be right back.
All right, guys, so I just sent Quinn out into the pub, and he can only say things to the people in the pub that I tell him that he can say. So we're about to send him out, and he can only talk to the people I say he can talk to, and he can only say the things that I say that he can say. So let's get to it. You see the guy talking to the professor in the red hat? Go up to him, the guy in the red hat, and just be like, yo, can I borrow your hat real quick? And then just like see what his response is. Do it. You got it.
That's so frustrating. I don't want to do that.
You got to.
Hey, can I borrow your hat? Why? I just would like to wear it.
Because it looks really good. Tell him that
I
you really
can't?
like it.
But I really like it. The colors are really cool.
Come on, what do you need it for?
I just need to wear a hat.
Why?
I want to.
Or just be like, fine, it's fine, and walk away.
10 minutes.
No, it's
Okay.
fine. Down.
Should I steal that guy's crutch?
Yeah. You see this? The guy in the blue t-shirt.
In the blue? Yeah.
Go up to him
Uh-huh.
and say, are we an item?
Are we an item?
Girl, quit playing.
Girl, quit playing.
We're just friends.
We at a party we don't want to be at.
Trying to talk,
Trying to talk,
but we can't be ourselves.
but we can't be ourselves.
Read your lips.
Read your lips.
With all these people around.
With all these people around,
I'm crippled with anxiety.
I'm crippled with anxiety.
But I'm told it's where I'm supposed
But
to
it's
be.
told,
and then
I'm
walk
told
away.
where it's where I'm supposed to be.
Walk away.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Any table.
No, I'm getting social anxiety right now.
Pull someone's headphones out.
No, I could never. What's up? Yes. I don't want to hold back.
What?
Maybe you should know that.
What are you talking about?
My mama don't like you.
My mama don't like you,
And she likes everyone.
but she likes everyone.
Okay.
And I never like to admit that I was wrong.
I never like to admit I was wrong.
Here's your headphones. Sorry, bud.
See you later.
So the one just walked in. Just follow her in the line and stand really close to her.
No, that's close to Title IX.
Say to her, what you ordering? Say, what are you ordering?
What are you ordering?
Sorry?
What are you ordering?
What am I ordering?
Yeah,
I just got a medium iced latte.
word.
Ask her if she got it, what type of bagel she got it on.
What type of bagel did you get it on?
I didn't get a bagel.
No, be like, but what was it on? What bagel?
I just can't. I just can't.
Say, I don't want to write this song because I didn't
Stop
want anyone to
doing
think I
lyrics.
still care.
Give me a mission.
Go up to this girl and ask her what types of flowers she's holding. This girl on your right. On your right. On your right.
Why do I
Your
not
left now.
direct? It's too big of a group. Everyone would look at me.
No, just, yeah, go do it.
No, I'm getting scared.
You like, what type of flowers are you holding?
What type of flowers are you holding?
Quinn? Cooperate.
No, coup d'etat. I'm turning this into my own segment now.
He's turning it into his own segment, apparently. Guys, this is gonna be interesting.
Quinn kicks.
Have a full conversation with that post really loudly. Confess your love for the wall and see who notices.
I love you.
Quinn, louder,
I love you.
louder.
No.
Start singing it on the top of your lungs. I love you.
I love you.
Louder.
I love you.
Nobody else can hear you.
I don't want them to hear me.
Okay, peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to In Other Words. Strap on your tap shoes and start caking on the stage makeup because this week we are taking a short trip to the Great White Way. No, not the White House. Obviously, nothing controversial ever happens there. We're headed to Broadway, baby! 2019 has been a devastating year for the Broadway industry, with 14 shows announcing closing dates in the weeks following the Tony Awards this past June, and losses totaling upwards of $100 million. You see, most people have had a bad summer and cut bangs or quit their part-time job, but Broadway has stayed true to its extravagant nature by instead burning millions of dollars. This loss is especially surprising following the 2018 Broadway season, a year that saw the highest attended and highest grossing season in Broadway history, with $1.8 billion in grosses and a higher attendance rate at shows than all New York professional sports teams combined. Take that, sports! That's what you that's what you get for going to football games instead of coming to see my fall drama, guys. Come on. By the 2018 Tony Awards, only 4 shows had failed to meet 60% of their potential, but by the 2019 awards, 15 had failed to meet that percentage. What's so special about 60%? My advisor told me I was only meeting my 60% of potential at my academic warning meeting. So what made the 2019 season so catastrophic? Most of it comes from the closing of the Bruce Springsteen musical, a show that had famously diversified Broadway audience by throwing middle-aged dads into the mix. But since closing has driven the industry's average ticket price down almost 10%, doesn't really sound like a working class hero to me. Out of Broadway's 40 working theaters, 14 are occupied by long-running hits such as Wicked and Phantom of the Opera, which leaves 22 theaters left to be utilized by producers for new properties. You'd think the cost of a Hamilton ticket would be enough to keep all of those Broadways afloat, considering it could bankrupt me in a minute, you know. But no, it is because of these large numbers of past income that the problem continues to grow, as high-grossing years have led to oversaturation of the market and the production of costly spectacles with little substance. This season has seen a couple of heavy hitters such as Hadestown and To Kill a Mockingbird, which have, I saw To Kill a Mockingbird, it was great, which have both succeeded critically and financially. The cast of Hadestown really deserves it. Imagine wearing leather overalls 8 times a week only to flop. Yeah. However, for less popular shows, there has not been enough momentum and profit to help these frontrunners keep the market on its feet as they have in the past. Though, to be fair, even after Broadway and society collapses, Phantom of the Opera will probably still be running. More than anything, these losses have reminded producers that quality is important to theatergoers, and that shows reliant on spectacle without substance will only draw them into a deeper debt with less payoff. In other words, it's time for the artistry to return to Broadway and for theatergoers to once again have a season to be proud of. Thank you to our cast and crew for today. You guys did an amazing job. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And we'll be back. And
you want?
we'll be back next week.
Yeah.